One colour that sort of highlighted itself over the last couple of years, especially in the small still water scene, has been like the golden olive colour, especially with the likes of Apps bloodworms. This is the colour. It's like a yellowy, burnt yellow, nearly olive, golden olive colour, and it's beautiful, and it seems to really catch the eyes of the fish. And I've been fishing a little buzzer pattern using this stuff, and it's done really, really well. Like I say, more so in small still waters rather than the large reservoirs. However, I'm sure it'll work. So let's go ahead and tie it. The materials are minimal. I've got here a Glow Bright number 8 floss. That's going to be my tying thread. I've got the golden yellow flexi floss. Great stuff, this. And I've got a copper holographic tinsel. That's going to be the underbody. Finally, for some biots, I've got this lovely rich blood red goose biot to tie in for the cheeks. In the vise, I've got a wet fly hook, size 10. What I'll do is just come in, use your tag end, lock over it, wind down to the end of the straight shank of the hook, come in with the scissors and snip. Now what we'll do is come back up in open turns, stopping at the thorax and catching in this lovely golden yellow. Forgive the dirty fingers, I was working with pen 2 seconds ago, I can't get the stuff off. So come in, keep this under tension. The tighter you've got that, the thinner the body. Down to the end of the hook, just come past the last thread wrap so you can look it on the bare hook, like so. Come in nice and tight, stretch again, and get rid of that. What I like to do when I'm tying tinsel underbodies, always start, bring your thread back up again, always start at the top of the hook shank, so you're getting good coverage. Overlapping wraps all the way down, and again all the way back up. So coming round to the last wrap, nice looking turns come up. You can, if you want, put some varnish on this, but you'll put varnish on the finished fly, so you should be okay. Couple of looking turns here. In with the snips. This floss has got a tendency to slip quite a lot, so I'll just lock off. You can see it starting to slip there. Just lock that off. Get a thread wrap. Now, with the flexi floss under a little tension, come up, but make sure when you're taking this up the shank that you're leaving that little bit of the shine underneath with the holographic, like so. I'm now going to build up with thread wraps the thorax area, but before I do so, I'll catch in the goose biots. What I like to do is, I like to catch them in either side of the hook shank, just by the tips, and bring the wraps down so they're underneath there. You can actually see they're under the body, and I'll pull them up and I'll pull them over, turning like so. Same again, in by the tips, just make sure it's all in place underneath. Always check your fly. If you're not happy, untie and do it again. A little bit of tinsel there, let's just trim him away. Now you've got that lovely contrast between the mustard yellow and the blood red biots, building up a nice pronounced thorax. About the same, a little bit bigger actually than the thickness of the body. Leave yourself a little bit at the top to pull your biots up and over. Lock in, top of the hook shank. I'll show you a little cheat just shortly. Come in, up and over, lock in. Nice and tight here. Now, you could come in with your scissors, but because you've got that under so much tension, they'll just pull and rip because they're quite delicate things. Then it's just a case of tidying up at the front, a couple of wraps. Everything nice and even. As close as you do it with the scissors. Good at that side, good at that side. Now, what you want to do for longevity is give this a good coat of varnish. Let the whole thing dry and then coat it again. You've got that hard, resistant, tooth-resistant shell, which allows your fly to live that little bit longer. You can catch quite a few fish when it's been varnished. Make sure it's nice and even, all over the fly, up through the floss. Just check, make sure you're happy. A little bit of floss coming down in the back. Now if you put that on a dryer that's rotating, you get a nice and even feel. Mustard, buzzer, a cracking fly in small still waters. Fish it under the bung, fish it as part of a team of 3, a great nymph and pattern. I'm sure you'll have great success with it as well.